You know
And
what I mean?
you say late 60s at the moment. You look
68, going on 69 in a month's time.
You look fantastic. What is that? Clean living, good living, working hard?
A good wife.
A good wife.
Yeah. Best good cook, looks after me well. And I have 2 young daughters now. They're not too young anymore, and they look after me as well. All I have to do is turn up.
Yeah.
It's not good for me, is it?
Yeah.
He's having a shocker. I think
Yeah, he's having a shocker. Well, he's had a shocker for a long time. You know, he's made lots of good decisions, but he's made a few hairy ones as well, too. He rushes in. He lets his heart rule everything. I wouldn't say his heart. He lets some other part of him rule everything.
And sometimes it's only a little decision.
the happiest walk down the aisle in his life, he said.
Be the last one as well. Anyway.
And the first time Hillyway ran up in Down Royal, he unshipped Jerry, and the next time he rode him at Naas, he fell. And the man who owned it, Phil Sweeney, said that he wanted a change. So Cheltenham was coming up. Tommy Carberry was asked. Frank Berry was asked, couldn't make a commitment. He was riding something else. And Tommy was destined between him and Ballyross. And he picked Ballyross for Jim Draper. And then, of course, Tommy Carmody was asked as well. And he rang me. He says, listen, he said, what about Hillyway? So I knew I was about 5th on the line. So I said, you should ride Artifice. I said, he's going a lot better than Hillyway. I said, this horse is not going well. So he rode Artifice. And Artifice might have won. He fell. I joined him coming down the hill. And he fell at the 3rd last. And I went on to win. I beat Dramatist and Bill Smith. You know what I mean? It wasn't too hard to beat either of the two of them. But I just pulled him out. He winged last and he went away in 5 lengths. Mahatma Gandhi's mother would have won on the same day. And she wasn't much good to ride. Do you know what I mean?
What is the Irish banker this year? What is the big one that everyone seems to be?
Well, I don't know. We have plenty of horses with good chances. I think that Delta Work is a very good horse in the RSA. I think he's a very good horse. Like, he beat Le Richebourg over 2.5 at Liverpool, or at Fairyhouse. And Le Richebourg is sort of everyone's fancy for the Arkle. And I think Delta Work, he won the Pertemps last year, one of them. Like, he stays and he jumps. I think he'll be very hard to beat in the RSA. There's other horses there. I think, for a big punting horse, I think Joseph's horse, Sir Eric in the Triumph. I think he's an absolutely nailed on. He loves jumping. Like, a lot of horses jump, but this fella loves it. He booked out at Leopardstown and he travelled down to his hurdles for Mark Walsh. Quick over him. He stays. He was placed in the NASCAR Gold Cup.
They're not often as good as that. Those horses, are they?
Most of them, they jump, but they don't really love
it. Yeah, they're too soft.
You know, this horse just attacks and flows down over him. I'd be dumbfounded if he gets beaten in the Triumph. Sir Eric, I think he's the banker for me, but he'll be a short price, 6-4 for a bit of price. And I think a horse of Luke McMahon's and Willie Mullins that ran well in Leopardstown in what used to be the Ladbroke Hurl, maybe Ladbroke again now, that good handicap, Uradel. He ran well in English Harwich as well. He stays well. He could have a chance in that 2 mile and 5, the Coral Cup. There's plenty of horses with good chances. Ballyward has a good chance in the 4 mile. You know, them horses. And I'm sure there's handicap horses I know nothing about. But for a banker, Sir Eric and Delta Work maybe in the RSA.
Well, Ted, you're a legend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I don't want to be staying here tonight.
No. You mentioned you get that.
I want to get home before Brexit.
And we're not starting you on that either.